Alright, so I've been trying to record this video for like actual eons, and I feel really bad for not having it recorded when I wanted it to be. A lot has been going on within the past 9 months. I want to say it's not an excuse, but frankly, I do not care. This is not my job. This is just like kind of me doing shit for fun and like laughing at people for fun. I had an original script. I decided that script was dookie, and now I'm probably just gonna sit here and ad-lib and hope it sounds alright. Cause my other script I have right now is not done, and I kinda just want to get this video done. I don't care anymore. I've ranted my ideas and my thoughts on Loki and Loki Where Mischief Lies so many times. Whenever I feel like I need just like a little bit of interaction on my Instagram page. So it's not like my followers haven't heard these ideas before, so I'm just kind of gonna go at it today. No script. We raw dogging this baby. I'm sorry for saying raw dogging. Now I feel bad for saying it. But I thought I heard someone walking in my house. I love Loki. I am a Loki enjoyer. I am a fan, if you will. Not as big of a fan of Loki as I am with Daredevil, but I do enjoy Loki. I used to be quite literally obsessed in middle school. Now I'm a senior in high school, and I'm just like not that obsessed anymore. I think he's aesthetically pleasing, I think it's funny, but like, not that big of a deal, you know? Lady Loki's where it's at. Ooh-wee. They're the same person. But, so I was quite excited when first the Loki book came out, Where Mischief Lies. I was excited. I was like, I haven't read in a long time. I like Loki. Cover looks cool. I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it, with my aunt's money. She said it was a birthday gift, so I bought it. And it took me fucking forever to read because it starts off really slow. But I got through it. It's not even that long. But, like, when I had actually started getting through it and things actually started getting interesting, I finished it in less than a week. Like, I think it took me 3 days to read the entire thing, and that's because I had to eat and sleep. If I didn't have to eat and sleep, I would finish that bitch in like an hour. I swear to God. So, I was like, man, Loki's kind of getting a little popular. Like, new content's coming out. Like, there's Agent of Asgard, there's this book, and now there's this show coming out. And I was excited for this show, let me tell you. Alright, this show did some cool things, right? I liked Kang. I liked Morbius. Is his name actually Morbius? Hold on. It's Mobius. Whatever, I liked him, I thought he was cool, but, that's it. That's all I liked about the show. You can go home now if you want my opinions about the show, because I hated that show, I'm gonna be real. Nothing past the 3rd episode is good. Dead ass, like, it's just not good. It's not a good show. I don't think it's well written, I don't think it's well paced. It has really weird plot points that make me question the morality of, you know, the writers. It's not gay. It's not bisexual representation. I don't care how much you guys try to tell me. It's not. It's literally not. And it severely misrepresents Loki as a character and misunderstands who he is as a person. Though it does get some things right, it's just like, it's not him. And it makes me wonder how much, like, Tom Hiddleston actually had to say in a lot of it. Because it's not Loki. It's, like, almost there, but it's just not. I feel like a lot of people just kind of like excuse it because it's like, oh, well, it's not the Loki we're used to because the Loki we're used to is dead. Yeah, but it's not even like the Loki it was supposed to be. Let's be real. The Loki it was supposed to be what, like Thor 2 Loki, Thor 1, Avengers Loki, you know, not redeemed at all Loki, and it just kind of like pretends like he is redeemed, like he is the redeemed Loki, when he is not. He's still selfish, he's still a jerk, and it's like, it's just not it. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. Because the show doesn't even know who their character is. And that was, like, that's what made me so sad about the show, because it felt like there was a lot of potential. Alright? Like, I knew going into it, it wasn't going to be Ragnarok Loki. Right? I was chill with that. It's just not Loki, alright? It's just not. And there's other shit going on in that show that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about it right now. I'm letting you know, right now, this is not a safe space for you silky motherfuckers. You get out of here. You leave. You enjoy your weird ass life somewhere else. Cause I'm not... I hate Silky. That was easily like the worst part of the show. Like, the rest of it, tolerable. Silky, no. That's where I draw the line. I'm not watching season 2, by the way.
I'm out.
I refuse, because there's gonna be more of that shit, and I don't want it. I really don't. Anywho, this is not a safe space for y'all. I don't care about your opinions. Y'all can't even, like, collectively decide what argument is true for the characters. Like, they'll be for real sitting here like, no, they're not the same person. Or, yeah, they are the same person, but it's representative of self-love. Which is it? Which is it? Is it self-love and they're the same person? Or are they just, like, not the same person and you're doing, like, weird mental gymnastics to justify them not being the same person? Like, you motherfuckers for real will be like, oh, but the writer said they're not the same person. Like, that adds up, because it doesn't even add up for the writers to say it. All of the other Lokis are treated like they're the same person, and it is said that they are the same person. Why? Why is it different with Sylvie? Huh? This is... I'm gonna lose my mind. This is literally a No Way Home situation. This is the same exact plot as No Way Home. I'm gonna be real, because there's these alternate versions of Peter Parker coming over and being like, hey, I'm Peter Parker, you know? And the other one's like, hey, I'm Tobey Maguire, but I'm Peter Parker. Like, why is it different in No Way Home? Why is it not okay to ship, like, the No Way Home Peters, but it's okay to ship, like, Loki and Sylvie? They're the same person, unless I, like, missed something where Sylvie, like, isn't actually, like, a Loki. I don't... Now I have to look it up. No! No, she is! She is a Loki. I looked it up. So what is the issue? I don't... I'm tired. I hate Loki so much. I hate the show. We are 12 minutes into this. Probably less, actually, because I'm gonna edit this down. But I am 12 minutes into this, and I want to go to bed. It is 5:25 p.m. and this topic has made me so fucking tired already. It is ridiculous. It wasn't even necessary, dude. Like, I kind of felt it in my soul that they were gonna kiss or something, because, like, they look at each other a little bit weird, and it's like, why? You know what, I'll be real, if Loki and Morbius were looking at each other like that, I maybe would have been a little bit, like, okay with it, but I still would have had my reservations of Loki fucking hates himself, and he hates everyone around him, so it doesn't make sense for him to be in a relationship, but that's just me, I guess. Hello again, underlings. I've had a costume change, I've cut my hair. It's been a while between recordings, because I'm really bad at procrastinating, and I had like a whole section dedicated to where mischief lies, but then I realized I didn't point out a lot of the other issues with the TV series, and I just kind of wanted to talk about that more. So, welcome to the jank setup. It's been a stressful amount of time. It's been a stressful time. But I am back. Ooh. I'm back and I'm finishing the recording. So, I had talked about how much I hate Silky, right? I hate Sylvie. Actually, no, I don't hate Sylvie. I think she is a good character. She's a good character. She's just not the main character. Why is your side character better than your main character? It's another thing I really hate about Loki, because, like, Loki just actually is dumbed down in the show. The show makes it a point, too, that he is, and Michael Waldron doesn't want to admit it, but it's true. There's a whole part in the plot where it's like, Loki, just use your magic. You're powerful. You're a powerful wizard. You're a wizard, Loki! And he's like, okay, I finally get it. And then he just keeps using his daggers. It's like, what, like, classic Loki is over here, like, manifesting an entire city. An entire fucking city. Because he can. And just like, this Loki won't do it. I don't fucking know why. It's because he's stupid, that's why. It's because he's stupid and he's dumbed down, and Sylvie has to look good because girl boss. Which, she is a girl boss, but again, she's not the main character of the show. I mean, if you want to go off of the title, it being Loki, then yeah, she is. Because she's a Loki, and I don't care what you say. She is. We've been through this. The writing in general is just like really clunky. You see it best with the characters, but like actually looking at the plot, it just doesn't make too much sense. And we had known beforehand too. The writers had known beforehand that the show was going to go on past the first season, which, mind you, is 6 episodes. 6 fucking episodes for the entire world to end. That's a lot. And shows that do stuff like that, where they have a limited amount of episodes, and, you know, there has to be some kind of, like, massively devastating conclusion to the finale, have longer episodes. I can't. They have longer episodes, and it's because they need more time to build the setup. They need more time to expand and world build and build these characters and their dynamics and, you know, have good writing. Shows that know they're going to go on and have like this massively world-ending finale build up to it, and they build up to it in a very nice way. God, what are some shows that do that? Would you be surprised if I told you they're all cartoons? I'm an artist. I'm of the opinion that most media should be cartoons. I'm really sick of live action, because then you get god-awful CGI and like normal ass cinematographers trying to do stuff that they just can't do because it's not the proper medium. And don't get me wrong, I'm a whore for cinematography. I freaking love Daredevil so much. I love the Batman because of the cinematography. It's amazing. But there's only so much you can do when it comes to live action and CGI. Because the whole point of CGI is to make something realistic, right? That's the point of it, at least when it comes to like live action mediums. And it looks like ass. Shows that do what Loki should have done best are shows like The Owl House and Gravity Falls and, dare I say, Steven Universe. Even though I have my qualms with Steven Universe, the format that it should have taken was the slow, gradual build-up during all of these wacky antics happening. You want to build up and expand the world as best you can and explain how these characters get there, why they're there, and why they care, in order for all of it to make sense when you get to the end. And I don't know, there's some like mass genocide. Like, you want to be able to explain, at least in some way, why there's some genocidal maniac. You can't just be like, oh yeah, he's genocidal. It doesn't really make sense. Is he genocidal for religious reasons? Is he genocidal because he's hateful? Is he genocidal because he just needs to be, you know? With Kang, it makes a little bit more sense killing off all these other timelines, because it's like, well, if he doesn't, then there's all these other versions of everyone who are evil, and they're all killing each other, and there's big galactic war. That makes sense. That should have been built up to and not just dropped on everyone. Like, I get in the beginning they kind of talk about it, but they also kind of don't. They only talk about it in depth, literally the last episode, and it's not good. It's not good at all. I need a break. I adore shows like The Owl House and like Gravity Falls because they do have that gradual build-up. They explain their plot and their world in an amazing way, and it's always entertaining. Like, at the start of The Owl House, when Luce first gets there, and there's the whole, like, Emperor's Coven, and like, oh my god, this dude is Bellows. It's not Bellows. And, like, immediately, when I first saw it, I was like, that's a lot for one episode. But they don't just keep piling on a lot and a lot. It's gradual. And they do a good job of explaining why these people care about what Bellows has to say. They do a good job of leaving bits and pieces of who Bellows is. When I first saw Philip in person, I was like, he seems just a little bit familiar. Oh, he's getting bullied by the witches. Maybe he doesn't like witches. You want your audience to just have bits and pieces of what's going to be a major twist and how it's all gonna go down series finale, you know? Or even season finale. Even season finale. You can have your, like, biggest plot point, your biggest antagonist there right from the get-go, and still be able to build up how big of a problem this antagonist is and how horrible they are. You need that gradual build up to explain that, to show it. Voltron does this. Voltron, the legendary defender, Clance deserved justice. I'm out of breath. But even then, we knew off the bat that What's-His-Face was going to be a massive issue, and, like, he's just a genocidal freak. He's a genocidal freak with so many mental issues. We already knew. But once the team, when they think they're strong enough, trying to fight him, we realize, no, they're not. That's an even bigger issue. And he keeps training and training, and he's getting stronger and stronger, and these fucking buffoons aren't. That's a massive issue. If you wanted something like that, you also have to build up to it in a similar fashion, and you have to establish that, yeah, I wasn't fucking kidding. This dude is strong, and you need to get better, and not be a fucking idiot. Like Loki, use your fucking magic. Use your magic. It would have been easy. It would have been so fucking easy. That's my qualm with the writing. With the 6 episodes, that is not enough time to world build. Especially for something that world ending. And it's too noticeable how bad the pacing is when it comes to it. It's literally one thing to the next, and it's fast, and it is no good. A short show with that much going on that is a good example of how to do it, even though it came out afterwards, is Moon Knight. It's less noticeable because the characters are entertaining, they have a good dynamic. It makes sense what's going on, there's explanations, there's good world building, the dude is scary, and there are lasting impacts, right? And it doesn't feel like it lasts forever, but it doesn't feel like it's going too fast. Unless you're like super engrossed in it and you just want to keep going because you binged watched it and now it's all gone, and then you cried and then you posted about it on your story for like the next 3 days, and you also stopped watching the last couple episodes because you thought Steven really died, and he's your favorite character, and he deserves the world. And then you go to school, and your friend's like, yo, did you watch the season finale of Moon Knight? And you're like, no, does Steven stay dead? And he's like, and it's like, cool, I'm not gonna finish watching it, and then I finished watching it. It's amazing what you can do with more than 6 episodes. What makes Loki stand out and so beloved by people who don't have a fucking brain is literally just the cinematography. It's Loki, and there's like crumbs of queer representation. Crumbs. That's all that's holding Loki up, and it's fucking bad. I won't hear your opinion on that. Some of the writers aren't returning for season 2. There are going to be different writers, which I'm hyped for. Michael Waldron isn't going to be a lead writer, which I am thankful for, because god damn, this man doesn't deserve a career. I don't like him. I don't like Michael Waldron. I think that's pretty clear. I don't like him as a writer. I don't like him as a person. He's fucking weird. I know it's years ago, but why? What possessed you as a grown man to tweet about a 13-year-old being hot. Why? I'm hoping season 2 will be better. I don't have a lot of hope, but I have some. I'll give it like maybe 6 months at least before I watch it, because I would not be caught dead watching it when it comes out. I might even pirate it. What else could be better? Let's make a list before I go ranting again. Better pacing, right? Follow in the footsteps of a different show. Have longer episodes. If you're going to have short episodes, or like, I don't know, 6 episodes per season, make sure the plot follows in a manner that like makes sense. You know, don't fucking just jump from one thing to another because you have 6 episodes to do it and you need to get it done and it needs to have a big grand finale. It doesn't. Don't ruin your pacing just because you need to get a season done. Better characters. Don't dumb down your main character because you want your second main character to look cooler. Sylvie is cool by herself, but she's not the main character, and it just makes Loki look fucking dumb. You need to analyze the actual flaws that Loki has, like being narcissistic, like being arrogant and stupid, and find a way to mold those so it makes Sylvie look good, even though she has the same flaws, while also making Loki look good. Yeah, he's arrogant. Yeah, he's narcissistic. But he's actually really fucking intelligent, and I don't want him dumbed down so this other bitch looks good, because she's also really intelligent. She's really strong. She's really smart. And she's just as arrogant. They can bounce off of each other in a way that can make both of them look good and not suck. And definitely keep the dynamic between Loki and Mobius, because they have a very good friendship. They have a very good dynamic. I don't care if they date. I would love to see it, but I don't care. You know, I don't need it. But if you do definitely want romance like that, so you're not called out for your shit queer representation, then give us actual queer representation. Analyze the actual redeeming qualities of Loki, like him being smart, and use them to your advantage. He's smart, he's witty, and he knows how to get around. Okay? Use those and find a non-villainous way that he can use them to where he actually paints himself as a hero. Allow yourself to have filler episodes, okay? That's also what makes shows good, and it's also what makes their pacing not suck ass. Give them some time to breathe, okay? Having filler episodes also allows you to expand characters better and build the world just a little bit more without it being draining lore-wise. Loki should definitely have more filler episodes. It just needs more episodes in general. That helps with the pacing, it helps with the character writing, and I guarantee you it puts less pressure on literally everyone working on the show. We're done. I'm so glad I finally have this done with. I hated it. I hated recording. I hated editing. I hated doing the art for it. Ugh. All bad. All gross. But be sure to check out my other socials. And by other socials, I mean literally just Instagram. That's the only spot where I'm active. I post a lot of goofy stuff on there. You should check it out. It's fun. Christ. I got a Sona for the channel. That's fun. And I have a lot planned. I'm not gonna get a lot of it done, but no, I have things planned. Stick around if you'd like, and I'll see ya.